So somehow I pressed cancel on the other recording. So okay. So the next step for the recipe is going to call for 2 pans. Whoa. What am I talking about there? All right, we're just going to use some cooking oil on the pan. So let's get this going. So recording this with my hand. Sorry for my deep breathing. So, all right, so I'm just going to add oil on this giant pan. We're going to let it heat up, and and after this heats up, I'll come back and let you all know what's next. I'll just appreciate these cut up tomatoes, which I haven't finished yet, and these red onions, which are going to come very handy. Waiting for this to get hot, there is a recipe I transcribed from a YouTube video. It's pretty okay. And here's that paste. It's actually like really nice. Alrighty, the pan should be pretty nice and warmed up here. So I'm just going to add in the onions right now. It's not searing hot, but you know, it's fine. So I'm going to break apart the onions with the spatula right now, so it should be okay. Smash it, and there we go. I'll give you guys an update when I'm done. And right now we're just letting the onions sweat a bit. The recipe says to let it cook for about 3 minutes. So I'm going to let it get a little bit caramelized and give you guys a resume after right now, but just enjoy the red onion view for the moment. Smells really good. Well, here's my partner. He is here. He's saying hello. And sorry for the weird angles, everybody. Again, sorry. I know I'm going like this or like that. My bad. But right now we're sweating the onions. We cranked up the heat a little bit, and we'll give you an update in a bit. No, sorry, I had to say no because my partner was going to add in something. So, the tomatoes. So right now we're going to add in, after the red onions have been caramelized, it looks pretty good. We're going to add in a pretty good amount of the garlic and ginger thing here. So let's go ahead and just add that in. That's going to be a good amount. I should not have splat that in. For reference, it's the size, like a lot of my size of my thumbs. So let's go ahead and mix that up in there. Let's mix it up first. We're adding the tomato right now. I just want to get this all over the place. This smells ginger. Alright, now we're going to add in the tomatoes. I thinly chopped them because I know it says, the recipe said elongated, but it was kind of really weird. I didn't like the way they came out. And I should have cut them thinner sooner, but it's fine. A lot of tomato. I add in all of it because it's a really big pan. Sorry for breathing on the phone, everybody. Alright, now I'm just going to mix that in. And sorry if the fan is too loud. Alright, so we're going to let this cook for about 3 minutes. I'm going to crank up the heat again, and I'll give you guys an update. Alright, right now we're just letting it mix together. We added more of the ginger onion paste as well to it. And letting it cook for 3 minutes, but we had to crank the meat up on high a little bit more, so, well, reason being because the tomato cooled off the pan, so bear with us. Alrighty, so the next bit of the recipe, after letting it cook for about 3 minutes, we're going to add in the additional black pepper, ground rosemary, and cardamom. I just mix it all together in here, and just throw that in. Reason why I cough is because the smell is a little overpowering at the moment. Alright, after we let this sit for a little bit, we're going to add in the wasabi paste. And I'm a little confused about the recipe because apparently it says to add 3 to 4 tablespoons. So I guess the recipe itself was like to make some in whole. And yeah, that's one. A little bit more, but it's fine. And my partner is mixing it in. It's a pretty big 3. And then we'll do like a weird 4 scoop. It's a lot of paste. And right now we're just going to mix it in. And then we need to add in a little bit of salt. So, got the little can over here. And sprinkle it in. Should we get enough salt? And here we have H-E-B's beef for steam. It says like cut the beef into cubes, but you know this is really good and the price is really good too. And it's gonna wait a moment, and then we're gonna add in the beef. All right, so after we let that cook a little bit more, maybe like an additional minute and a half, we're just gonna add in the beef here and just let it cook. That wasn't the best way to throw it in, but my bad, everybody. Gotta make sure it gets covered in there and make sure it's gonna get cooked. That's a big slab there. Let me just break that up a little bit. There we go. You think that looks alright? Yep, alright. Alright, so we're gonna let this cook, and I'll be stirring it occasionally. And I will put the lid on it just so I know that the meat cooks. Alrighty, and this is about the halfway point of the cooking it. So I put the cover on it, and then I let it sit for about 2 minutes, and I give it a quick stir just to make sure everything's cooking well. And next time I will be cutting this up into cubes because I didn't think it was going to be elongated in some parts. So you can see right here. But yeah, we'll be back shortly.